All right, thank you so much for your time, Christian. And first of all, how would you rate your 2020-2021 season with Newcastle United?
For me, I would say I didn't have a season. It was like a rest season for me, But I always take positive from everything that happens, I didn't play games. I was training with the under-23 and I was playing with the under-23 just to keep fit, and then after this season I can make a decision where I'll be going. So for me, last season is like I never had a season.
What do you think went wrong that couldn't make you have a very good season? Because there was a lot of worry with your fans and all Ghanaians. Why is Christian Atsu not being seen with Newcastle?
Yeah, I spoke with the coach. He called me one day to his office and we were speaking, and he told me, Christian, he made it clear to me that it's not his fault, you understand? It's not the coach's fault. He told me the truth. He said, you will not be part of my squad, so I want you to find a club. But for me, I made the decision myself to stay there and then finish my contract and then leave. So it's not the coach's fault, it's my own decision. And every decision that I take in life, I say I never regret any decision because this is me. So I'm very happy about the decision that I made.
With all these that happened, would you say it's been the most difficult time of your career? Would you say it's been the most difficult time of your career?
Yeah, it was difficult because I had 1 year contract left with Newcastle, and I needed to play, to get another contract. But like I said, this is football, this is life. It's not just football, it's life, It's always like up and down. Whatever life gives to me, of course, I embrace it and then move forward.
What was going through your mind? What really was going through your mind when you were not playing and you were told that you weren't going to be part of plans of Steve Bruce?
What I was thinking was my family, because I was thinking like, okay, now I'm going to move my family. The kids are in school, understand, how do I move the family again to another club? And then, so I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay there with my family, and then we'll decide things together. So when the gaffer told me that, I wasn't worried about the football side. It was just my kids and, like I said, my family, my partner that I was thinking about.
Well, it's been a very tough time for you, very difficult time for you in England. If you were given an opportunity to make a choice of another destination, would you choose any other country aside England?
No way. No way. I tell you something, right? I love the Premiership, and it's just that there are something that I don't want to say it here, understand? Yeah, but this is life, and then whatever happens, we just take it like that. But if you give me the decision again, if you rewind the word and you ask me, do you want to choose the Premiership? Anytime, I'll choose the Premiership. Anytime.
You were part of Newcastle United when they were qualifying into the Premier League, getting the ticket back to the Premier League. But you look at all these happenings and you just assess yourself. How was it? How was it staying on the sidelines and then your team playing?
Yeah, but I understand how you'll be feeling, but for me it's normal because I understand football. If you score a goal today and tomorrow you don't score, it's a problem. It's consistency. So I understand this is football. The job that I'm doing, this is how it is. I wasn't worried that I wasn't part of the squad, like I said, because I wasn't performing well. So if the coach said, hey, I don't want you in my team, it's no problem. I just keep moving, keep working, and then you don't know what the future holds. You just plan and think good, and be positive. So for me, it wasn't anything. This is football. Ronaldo, he did everything for Real Madrid, but after he went away, angry to Juventus. So it's football.
Now to this, did you have a break from the Black Stars?
For me, I didn't want to comment on this issue because I know a lot of journalists, they just want to hear what you have to, you want to say, So when these kind of situations, this kind of news comes out, I heard in the news that Atsu said he's not going to play for the Black Stars again. If you're a journalist and you have a son and someone says something that is not true, you'll be angry. But that's why I didn't comment.
Okay.
Coach came to my place in Newcastle. Right. I spoke with the coach. We made a decision, and this is it. So it's not like I told the national team I'm not going to play again. There's nothing like that. It's just the journalists trying to bring up stories for Ghanaians to maybe be mad about someone or be crazy, but it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. Most important is my family.
Would you opt to get back into the national team when you are given that opportunity to join us in our quest for the African Nations Cup in the next tournament?
You're asking me if I want to remarry my wife again. Now, listen, we the footballers, right? I'm telling you this. It's a great honor, right, for us to play for the national team. The way the journalists portray the image of the Black Stars in the media, right, is very bad. And this is not good for the players and also for the country. So, for me, I'll be honored, right? When I'm fit and I'm playing and I deserve to be called into the Black Stars, I'll be honored to come and play.
A number of players, just like you said, you're 29, a number of players in that generation who made it, a number of them are just quitting. We know the captain of Samoa Jan wouldn't be playing again for the Black Stars, judging from how things are happening. We've seen a couple of other players drop out. John Mensah, we know some others to have called it quit. Suleiman Tari, he's called it quit in the Black Stars. Koja Samoa is a bit skeptical whether he's going to get back. But you look at the current crop of players, and what do you make of it? Are you still standing by that assertion that we have that quality to still play and win the AFCON?
Yeah, of course. Ghana have good players, young players, and when you have a good coach around good players, you have a chance of winning the AFCON. Because when I see recently the games that they've been playing, right, it's the first time I've seen Black Stars being organized defensively as a team, not only the four defenders, but as a team, as a block. It's the first time I've seen that. I've been playing for Black Stars for like 8 years. It's the first time I've seen that the team is really organized as a block. But you may say maybe scoring goals, is very important, but you will not have someone like Samoa Jan possible. So we should just focus on what we have. What the strikers that we have now, we should just focus, try to encourage them because they are young players. But no one should compare anyone like the strikers to Samoa Jan. No, this is wrong.
That is wrong, according to you. But in as much as there shouldn't be any comparison, in your time, we had a lot of differences within the team, which prevented the team from winning a number of laurels, which we felt they could have won. What would you say to it? Was there any sort of friction? Was there any sort of fight, petty argument and quarrels within the group?
Yeah, of course. It's like Black Stars is like a family, right?
Yeah.
And every family have issues.
Sure.
We have issues. What is wrong with Black Stars having issues? It's different players coming from different clubs and coming together. It's normal you have issues, right? You think Germany don't have issues? They have issues, but the journalists always cover them. Every team have issues. People fight in training. People do the, but in our case, when there is an issue, this is why they didn't win the AFCON. This is why they will never win the AFCON. This is not journalism. This is not how you do it. You can address the issue, but what has not happened, you can't say it. So we have issues, of course.
Very well. Now, we know just like you got to the final in 2015, you couldn't win, and then a couple of other semi-finals too. What do you think the Football Association, the GFA, can do, or what do you think was lacking during your time that can be added this time around, whether it's technical, managerial, that can help the Black Stars? What was missing that you think that should be added?
In 2000 and my last AFCON, right? The last time we played AFCON was 2017 or
19. We played the last one in 19.
19,
I
right?
think, yeah.
We were very organized. I'm telling you. When we were going to the tournament, I said, we were lacking some things before. Now we have, everyone is friendly. But look at what happened. It was a mess. So every day you have issues, you have problems. Sometimes when you have problems, it's when you go to the AFCON, you will perform well. Sometimes you will not have problems, but when you go there, you cannot perform. But like I said, it's just believing. It's not the issues in the Black Stars that is like preventing the team from winning AFCON. No, it's not the issues are not preventing us from winning, but it's we the players ourselves. We have a bigger part to blame, and I believe, like I said, it doesn't matter. 50 years, 60 years, it will come to an end.
Seen as the next biggest thing to happen to Ghana with regards to a player who has skill and agility.
Yeah.
Do you feel you haven't really reached that potential, or was there any burden that really was on you with that tag on you, how you were seen by Ghanaians?
No, there was. I knew I have talent, right? I never doubt my talent. That's why when I moved to Europe, I moved quickly because I don't doubt. When a club won, that's why when Chelsea wanted me, I wanted to go. I was playing in Porto, not regularly, but why would I choose Chelsea? Because no matter what, I believe in my talent. Wherever I'm going, it doesn't matter. I will go there and then perform. Most important is the chance being given. But there's something else that I cannot say here.
Okay.
There's something, and this is not my fault. I cannot blame myself. And I just keep going, and then at the end we see what will happen.
Just like you were saying, you've played in a number of countries, so many countries. Christian Atsu, the Netherlands, Portugal, England. You've just traveled across to play football in Europe. Which season or which team do you think was a time you really felt to yourself that this is Christian Atsu and this is a season I think I have had a very good time?
This I would say when I was in Real at this time I was very strong, very fast, and very confident. I think that season was I would say it's one of my best seasons. I wasn't really focused on just scoring goals, but when I play a game and I know I played good, I know. So that season I played very good season. A lot of games that my performances were really high. It's not just one game or two games, but a lot of games. I think when I was in rehab, I was very strong.
And which manager do you think has had a very great impact on your football? All the managers you played under?
Abraham Grant? Yeah, Abraham Grant. Also, I had my best time with him, also Abraham Grant. And also in Europe, I have the coach Cabrito. But with Abraham Grant also, I was very confident, and I was also more relaxed because of the way he wants me to play, you know. Yeah, he wants me to stay up, and then they will bring the ball to me. He was teaching me a lot of things, to run behind the defense. So I had one of my best games from him.
Now we have a lot of youngsters coming up just like you in the Black Stars, just like you walked into the Black Stars, very young talent. Kudus Mohammed, we have the likes of Salisu, we are still pursuing him. Jordan came into the Black Stars young, just like you are. Andre younger, just like you are. We've seen a number of very good players, Osman Bukhari and the likes coming up. What during your time wasn't done for you, or you think now for these young players should be done for them, or was done for you, you think it should be repeated in order to get the very best out of them for the future of Ghana?
Yeah, for Ghanaians, right, I would say Ghanaians gave me everything. They gave me the support, everything that I needed everything that I needed for a country to give to a player.
Yeah.
I would say Ghanaians did 100%. And this is what they have to do to Mohamed Kudus and other young players that are coming. Always they have to support them. I know it's not easy to be consistent, but when you pray that when you have less injuries, I believe you can be on top of your game. But for me, Ghanaians gave me everything, and they have to give that support to the young ones that are coming. I know they are building a team now. It takes time. If you want to rebuild a team, it's not easy, you know. It takes time, but they have to be more patient with them and give them the support they give to me.
Christian, how painful has it been? You've played in a number of African Nations Cup tournaments. The trophy has eluded you, and how does it feel that there is still the talk about the African Nations Cup? You've come closer, but Ghana hasn't still been able to win it. How do you feel as a player being part of all these squads, performing well, but still we are not having the trophy?
Yeah, I would say with the kind of players that we have, right, we shouldn't be speaking about Black Stars not winning the AFCON for like 35 years or 36. It shouldn't be possible. Ghana has produced top talent. Michael Essien, Muntari, Asamoah and John Mensah. No, the day I youth is crazy. But you see, this is the situation that we are in. Ghana is going to end this, and everyone is going to be happy in this country. One day, even if it's not my generation, the Blasters will end the AFCON drought.
How do you take it, as you've been part of Ghana qualifying for the finals of the Nations Cup, losing it to Ivory Coast, and then not being able to win it again? How do you feel as a player who's been part of all these tournaments?
Till now, if you ask me, I'll say I still don't believe that we lost that tournament. That trophy it's like when someone gives you something, just take it. And today I will say Ghanaians are right. Whatever words they say, whatever words they say, or whatever they say, whatever insult or anything that they are telling us, we deserve it because we gave the tournament away. And it was really bad. Till now, I feel very sad that I'm 29, I'm growing, and I've still not win the AFCON, you know.
Now, Atsu, you look at Ghana now, and our junior national teams are failing to perform. What do you make of that? When you see us not being able to qualify for the under-20, under-17, and the Olympic Games, we fail to. What do you make of it?
This is my opinion, right?
Yeah.
This is what Barcelona and a lot of the teams are doing now. Okay, Barcelona started a long time ago.
Yeah.
They are under 17, right? They are playing the same system that their senior team are playing. So when you are playing under 17 and you move to under 20, the same system is there under 20. You move to under 23, it's the same system. And then when you get to the Blasters, right, it's the same system.
Sure.
So when a player is moving from the under 17 to under 20, you already know the system they are playing. You already know what they are doing on the pitch.
Yeah.
And they become used to it till they get to the Blasters. So I think the GFA has to implement this. You know, they really have to look at this. This thing that the Europeans are doing is really helpful.
Nothing against Al Ahly, nothing against Al Masri, nothing against Basel, but when you look at the Ghana side, it would have been a miracle in many ways for Egypt to have qualified. They've come close and still in the picture, but they're going to need dominance in Cairo. Sliding to the inside, Atsu! And speak of dominance, pure dominance for Ghana, a 6 spot. Off the bench, on the scoreboard, one of the most dominating performances in recent memory.
Atsu lights it up again. The fresh legs for this lad who looks a lot like a young Pelé in his face and maybe in his finishing style. What a strike. Imperious, powerful. They are creating as much electricity here tonight. Well, it could power the Ghana grid. A superlative hit on the run. He takes it all into account.
All right, so Christian, you've won a lot of awards, and I can see it's beautifully rated there on your wall. Can you kindly take us through a couple of them?
Yeah, let me see. This one over there, the orange one,
Yeah.
was man of the match from AFCON 2015. This one also, and the one you can see, this one still has the African map
the
inside.
Map inside.
Yeah, exactly. That one was best player of the tournament, and then we have the dragon, the Oro, which is golden dragon. Is from Porto. That's the picture. That picture over there. What do you see there?
Yeah, your family, your wife,
Yes.
your kids.
That's my best award.
Family is everything, and that is
Exactly.
from Christian Atsu. It's family, but why do you rate that as your best award?
I found my partner in Portugal,
Yeah.
and now I have a beautiful family with her. So it's like I've won her, you know.
Yeah.
So exactly. We've been together, I think 9 years to 10 years now, and we are still together, you know. I just love her. That's it.
Your message to them, I should say, because a lot have been worried. Why is Christian Atsu? Why is he not playing? And then also for the national team. But first of all, on the national team, your advice to the young and upcoming talent in the to Ghanaians too.
Yeah, to the young players who are playing for the Black Stars now, you don't have many chances in the Black Star team.
Yeah.
A lot of people are fighting for position. So when you have your chance, you just take it. This is football. It's about chance. Now everybody knows how to play football. So just take your chances. Don't tell yourself that, oh, I'm young, when I grow up, you know. Mape, how old is Mape, how old is Haaland and all this. They are all playing at this age, so you can also play at the top level. Also for Ghanaians, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm focused, I'm happy. Also be a little bit light on the young ones in the Black Star team, because they are young, they are rebuilding the team now. You don't expect them to, boom, win World Cup, win something, you know. It takes time, so I think a lot of Ghanaians supported this rebuilding, you understand?
Yeah.
If you support rebuilding, it means you support 10 years of rebuilding, or 5 years or 7 years of rebuilding. You don't support rebuilding and say 1 year you want to win something. No, you support rebuilding 10 years, 15 years, or even 7 years. So this is what you are supporting. And I think also GFA need to educate these kind of things. You know, a lot of people think when we are rebuilding a team, it's just one day and then boom, we are going to win. So it's 10 years, 7 years. Ask Barcelona how they brought up Messi, Iniesta, and Xavi. Yeah, it takes a lot of time and years.
It takes a lot of time, and I know just like they were friends, you have one particular friend you always worry, and he worries you too. Mubarak Wakaso, how do you miss him? How often do you guys talk about? Has he been asking you about why you are not getting back to play?
No, the guy is laughing at me. The guy, he said I'm not a good player, that's why I'm not playing my team. You know, but I'm telling him that he's not going to the Black Stars again. It's finished for him. We have Kudus there, so no, he's a top player, and I believe Wakaso is going to win AFCON before he retires from the national team. A great human being, my friend, but he did something that pained me a lot.
What was it?
He left Neymar and Messi.
Why?
He was afraid of them. Yeah. I have a lot of videos that they always dribble.
Dribble him, yeah?
Yeah, when he comes to the Blasters, he's raising his shoulders, he's thinking like he's the best tackler.
Yeah?
Exactly, always. He's kicking me always. You think he's the best defender or the best midfielder. Go tackle Messi and Neymar and see.
So this has been a good time with Christian Atsu, just former Newcastle United player and player of the Black Stars. It's been a very good time with him here, speaking on a lot of issues, and then he's really addressed all your concerns, and also hoping to see him in the Black Stars soon.